All right, we're going to continue our discussion on Chapter 6, looking at more application problems. These are the list of physical science applications. A of t is equal to A initial or A0 times e to the power of kt, where A0 is some initial quantity that usually is given to you. T represent the time. T is the time. When k is greater than 0, represent the growth constant. If k is less than 0, represent the decay. So you can see the graph when we have a growth or decay depending if k is greater than 0 or less than 0. Let's take a look at this application problem. Carbon-14 is radioactive form of carbon found in all living plants and animals. After a plant or animal dies, the radiocarbon disintegrates. Scientists determine the age of the remains by comparing the amount of carbon-14 present with the amount found in living plants and animals. The amount of carbon-14 present after t years is given by this equation. A of t is equal to A initial times e to the power minus kt, where k is given to us as a constant, which is log of 2 times 1 over 5,700. If the fossil contains 1/5 of the carbon-14 contained in the contemporary living sample, estimate the age nearest to the 1,000th year. So that's all we really care is this formula here. We are going to bring that up here, and it says that is equal to 1/5. To go back to that, it says the fossil contains 1/5 of the carbon-14. So what you're going to do is you're going to write 1/5 of A initial is equal to the equation is given to us. As you can see, A initial cancels. If I divide both sides by A0, that would be equal to 1. So this is what we're going to solve for t. And we're going to use our properties of a log to solve for t. So the first step is to write the left-hand side would be, as you can see here, we cannot make the base the same. So what we need to do is take a natural log of both sides. So I take a natural log of left-hand side becomes natural log of 1 over 5 is equal to natural log of what's given here to me. If you recall, natural log of e to the power of x is equal to x, because the base is e. So in this case, the right-hand side would be what the exponent is really, which is this exponent. So now I'm going to solve for t. Now recall this, all this stuff here right in front of t is the coefficient of t, which is a number, it's a constant. So I can divide both sides by this constant to isolate t. The rest is just plugging this number into your calculator, and that should give you the amount for t, 13,235. So the age of the fossil is about 13,000 years. This is another application problem involving logarithm, and this one finding the exponential decay function given half-life. In some instant, links posted in Twitter experience half of their hits h within the first 2.5 hours. This pattern continues over time so that the number of hits on a link decreases by half over each 2.5 hours period. Hits on Twitter link decay according to the function h of t is equal to h initial times e to the power minus kt, where t is the time in hours. Find the exact value of k and then approximate k. So that's all we really look for is the formula is given to me in this case. We write a to the power of t is equal to 1/2 h initial, that's given to me, and also t is given to me as 2.8. So we're going to put that into our equation. So 1/2 h initial would be equal to h initial times e to the power of k times 2.8. H initial cancels. Divide both sides by h initial, that will equal to 1. Now at this point, we're going to take a natural log of both sides. Take a natural log of left-hand side, you get natural log of 1/2. Natural log of right-hand side, recall the property. Natural log of e to the power of x is equal to x. That's what we're doing here. When you take a natural log on the right-hand side, we only get the exponents here, which is right there. And we can then solve for k. by dividing both sides by coefficient of k, which is minus 2.8. And these all are just numbers that goes into your calculator. It would be 0.24755. So Twitter links decay according to this equation. This would be another application problems. The loudness of sounds is measured in a unit called a decibel. To measure with this unit, we first assign an intensity of 10 to a very faint sound called threshold sound. If the particular sound has intensity I, then the decibel rating of the loudness sound is given to us with this equation. D is equal to 10 log of the intensity over the initial intensity. Fan noise at recent Super Bowl in the Superdome reaches the level of 10 to the power of 12 I initial, according to the source. Find the decibel rating of the event, and we want to compare that with the average rating of 80 decibels of ringing telephone. So do we care about this formula here for all this equation? So we write D is equal to 10 times I over I initial, that's given to us. So that is equal to 10 times, that is also is given. And here you would have to reduce some of these. So D is equal to 10 log of 10 to the power of 12. And you really need to plug this in your calculator and you get the result, which is 120. So sound level reaches 120 decibels because 120 decibels is equivalent to 10 to the power of 12 I initial. And 80 decibel is equivalent to 10 to the power of 8 I initial. Then the ratio can be found as 10,000. The noise of the Superdome was 10,000 times the intensity of the ringing telephone. How long will it take for $1,000 invested in 2% interest compounded quarterly to grow to 2,700? Okay, so this compounded quarterly is important. Let's take a look at what's given to us. We want to find T, where A is given to me as the amount is 2,700, the principal P would be 1,000, the rate is 2%, 2 divided by 100 would be 0.02, N is 4 because it's compounded quarterly, so the interest applies 4 times a year, so we call N is equal to 4, and basically we're going to substitute that into our formula and solve for T. At this point here, you need to take a log of both sides to solve for T. You recall that log of x to the power of n is equal to n times log of x. You can move this exponents right in front of the log. That's what we're doing. We're moving this 4t right in front of the log, so I can solve for T by dividing both sides by coefficient of T, which is 4 log of 1.005. And the rest is just plug it into your calculator. It would be 49.787. So it takes about 50 years for the initial amount to grow to 2,700. How long will it take for the money in an account that is compounded continuously at 1.25% interest to double? So this compound continuously would give us the formula. When it does compounded continuously, A would be equal to the principal times e to the power of the rate times time. You want it to be double of the principal, it would be 2p is equal to that. Rate is given to me as 1.25%, so 1.25 divided by 100 would be 0.0125. Basically, you'll have to solve for t here after I divide both sides by p, the p cancels. When you take a natural log of both sides here, if you recall on the right-hand side, if I have natural log of e to the power of x, would be just simply x. So we're looking at this exponents here on the right-hand side. And natural log of 2 is just a constant. Divide both sides by the coefficient of t, and that would give me, t would be 55.45. So the amount will be double in 55.5 years. Amortization payment can be found using these two formulas. This is the two formulas we're going to use for the next example. So let's take a look at the example. You purchase a camper trailer for $24,000. After a down payment of $4,000, the balance will be paid in 36 equal monthly payment as 4.5% interest per year. find the amount of each payment, how much interest will you pay over the life of the loan. So basically, that's all we need to do is just substitute these values into these two formulas. Okay, the first thing is P is equal to subtracting the 4,000 from 24,000 because we are putting down 4,000. So that would be 20,000. That would be placed for P. And the interest rate is given to me as 4.5% divided by 100. That would be 0.045. Now it says per year, so I'm going to divide it by 12. So this would be my interest, and N is equal to 36, and that's also given to me as 36 equal monthly payments. Pretty much that's all you do, just substitute these values into this formula, and you get the value R, and then here if you want to find the interest, you place the value of R into the second formula, and then the monthly payment will be $594.94. The total interest paid would be N times R that we calculated minus P, and that give you the value $1,417.84. World population in billions during year X can be modeled by this formula here. Solve the equation to estimate the year when world population may reach 8 billion. So this instance, in terms of billion, I'm going to write this as 8. So we want P of X would be equal to 8 billion, or 8. This formula is in terms of the billion. So basically, you're solving this equation here for X. To do that, we're going to isolate X by dividing both sides by 7. And then at this point, we need to take a log of both sides because I cannot make the base the same again. So take a log of both sides. And you would see this exponents would be right front of the log. Remember the property. If I have log of x to the power of n, that's the same as n times log of x. So that's what we're doing. We're moving this exponents right front of the log. So I can isolate x by dividing both sides by log of 1.01. Adding both sides of the equation by 2011, and that would be my answer. I'm going to plug this number into a calculator. That would be 2024. So here we get x is equal to 2011 plus, we are going to substitute these values into our calculator, and we find x equal to 2024. Okay, this is another application problems here, and we really care about these formulas are giving us in this whole scenario that we have here in front of us. Solar energy currently accounts for only a small percentage of the planet's electricity, but the industry intensity is rapidly growing as this form of energy becomes less expensive. Photovoltaic cells are needed to generate solar power, and each year since 1980, their cost has been about 90% as much as the year prior. In 1980, the price of these cells was $30 per watt produced. We can model this price by this formula, f of x equal to 30 times 0.9 to the power of x, where x represent years after 1980. So we want to predict the year when the price of these cells were 75 cents per watt and compare that to year 2013. All right, so we're going to write our given formula, 30 times 0.9 to the power of x equal to 0.75. That's 75 cents they're giving us. And you basically solve for x, divide both sides by 30. And then at this point, I need to take a log or natural log of both sides because the exponents that we are looking at is the variable that you're solving for is x. So if I take a log of both sides, this x would be right front of log. Again, the property that log of a to the power of x is equal to x log of a. I have the same base here. The base is 10 in this case. So it would be x times log of 0.9. Now, if to solve for x, I need to divide both sides by log of 0.9. These are just a number. I can enter into my calculator, get 35.01. So because x is equal to 35 correspond to 35 years after 1980, our model predict this cells were about 0.75 in 2015, which is 2 years later than actual years 2013. And we can confirm this result using our graphing calculator. And as you can see, the intercept would be very close to what we calculated.